Region of Canada at the close of the 19th century, arch-villain Snidely Whiplash stood before a mirror, practicing his leers.
Hee-ho, ho-ha, ha-ha-ha. Canada's not big enough for the two of us, Bruno. The Royal Canadian Mounties and me. One of us has to go.
But Snidely, you're talking about the Royal Canadian Mounties. Gee.
Quiet. I have a plan to get rid of them.
All of them?
Every last red-coated always get their man one of them.
Gee.
Who in the Mounties is the most loyal, trustworthy, brave, fearless, and respected member of the force?
Dudley Do-Right?
No, Dudley Do-Right's horse. That horse is an inspiration to the entire mounted police. If we kidnap Do-Right's horse, the morale of the Mounties will crumble, and they will wander off aimlessly into the woods.
But how are we going to do that, Whiplash? You know Dudley Do-Right won't let that horse out of his sight. Besides, that's horse stealing.
A little late in the game to start thinking about that, Bruno. Come, I've got a plan.
How come I always figure in the tail end of your plans?
Button up your horse suit.
It's your fault, Do-Right.
Well, I can't help it if I've got a popular horse, Inspector.
Too blamed popular, Do-Right. Look. It's unhealthy. That's what it is. Unhealthy.
Well, he simply can't help it if he's well-liked.
You don't understand, Do-Right. He's the only thing that keeps up their morale. I'm afraid if anything happened to him, they would all just wander away from camp aimlessly.
Perhaps it's because he's the only horse in the mounted police, Inspector. Maybe if you got some more horses.
At ease, Do-Right. Consider the matter closed.
There he is now, Bruno.
I'll take your word for it.
What's the matter with you, horse? Haven't you ever seen a pretty face before?
Where's your horse, Dudley?
He met up with a pretty face, Inspector.
That was no pretty face, Do-Right. That was Snidely dressed up in a horse suit.
You mean my horse ran off with a snidely dressed horse suit?
You want to let the cat out of the bag?
You mean horse, Inspector?
Dudley Do-Right, we've got to find that horse before the rest of the camp finds out he's missing.
But it wasn't long before a few of the Mounties, their morales crumbling, started wandering aimlessly out of camp into the forest, including our hero.
We've got to do something, Dudley.
About what, Inspector?
It worked out fine, eh, Snidely? We got Dudley's horse, just like you said.
Yes, everything worked out fine, except I can't get out of this horse suit.
Well, you got into it.
I know I got into it, but now the zipper is stuck. Oh, well, I'd better run over and see how the morale is at the fort.
A centaur! A centaur! Inspector, I just caught a centaur!
That is no centaur, Do-Right. That is Snidely dressed in half a horse suit. All right, half a Snidely. Tell us what you've done with Dudley Do-Right's horse.
Never, Inspector. I shall never tell you where I've hidden him. And the morale of the Mounties will crumble.
Did you see that, Dudley? That gives me an idea.
So, in order to keep up the morale of his troops, the inspector made Snidely Whiplash Dudley Do-Right's horse, and the troops did not notice the difference. However, Snidely Whiplash did.
Giddy up there, Snidely, or I'll give you a whiplash.
Wait a minute. You've almost got me believing I'm a horse. I'll take you to your horse.
And so, Inspector, here I am, and here's my horse.
But where is Snidely Whiplash?
Oh, he escaped.
Escaped from a mountie? That's shameful, Do-Right. Downright shameful.
I know, Inspector. He was the best horse I ever had.